Now, to piggyback off that, before we go, I really want your opinion on this. So I'm on Twitter. I got A-Ward and Norbes going at it. So what the deal is, I don't know if you follow either of them.
Now, yeah, A-Ward followed me, which I thought was dope.
A-Ward watches us. He's told me. Yeah, he's a fan. So
that's dope.
Yeah.
Salute A-Ward.
Yeah, salute to A-Ward for sure. So he says, so Vodafly said, I'm going to be honest, I want to see Snake Eyez versus Loso or A-Ward or Saga. Fuck it. A-Ward says, I'll take the match. He adds URL, set it up. Norbes comes in, says no. Snake Eyez says, why not, Norbes? And then Norbes says, because he got to work just like you did. And then Snake Eyez says, understood, fam. Then A-Ward starts going in. He goes, glad you understand. Now go back to your room and start preparing for Don Marino, like we told you. Born Legacy 9 is coming up, and you got a real shot to turn into a star up this. He put, that's what Norbes would have said. And then Norbes says, or he gonna just do a bunch of battles that nobody cares about that you did and hope Smack gives him a call, right, preacher boy? A-Ward says, nobody cares, but I got texts in my phone that are unanswered, and from you, laughing out loud, multiple missed calls. So how'd you hear about me? Watch some of my spoken word pieces, but hold on, it gets better. And then Norbes says, hey, Goofy, yeah, I text you, put them out, girl. And I said, are you going to do a PG or no? You never answered. Oh, no, it's out? I text you. You're such a lame ass, bro. Since day one, you've been a sucker. And then he put, oh, you mad now? And then, hold on. And then he puts, I'm mad over what? You're a clown. Since this is Norbes talking. Been one since day one. You're mad because you're going to have to, you're hoping some smack battler will solidify you. You're not going to get that clout. And then he put, I literally have no clue what your tweet says. I understand the fingers are probably a little larger than normal humans, but I'm not following the lingo. And if I've been a clown since day one, why you've been calling or texting me, I personally wouldn't have. That's how you felt. And then he puts, I mean, they're literally still going on it as we speak. And at the end, he just put, he told Norbes, God bless you. And Norbes said that was the extent of God bless. And Norbes said, God bless you, you fool. And that's about it. So how you feel about that? Like, you know how Norbes is, man. And I don't know, calling him, I know he's a troll, but calling him a goofy clown. And you've been since day one to A-Ward. He's on the PG thing. Snake Eyez was down with the battle, and he was like, "Why not?" And he's like, "No, you got to put in the work." You know, how you feel about that convo I just read you about what they're talking about? You got to think about it. Oh.
If there's any clown in this situation, let alone a battle rap, it's been Norbes. Fuck out of here. Let me tell you something, man. That dude right there has been in more of a high horse than Mook or any of these Lux or anybody ever when it comes to battle rap. Let's get that straight out the motherfucking gate. This dude right here, this is the same dude who's out here trying to get girls to show their body parts and all that for tickets. Ain't that the same dude? Because last I fucking heard, you supposed to be involved with a company, my man. Keep telling me more about professionalism. This is the same dude who sat there and did an interview laying on his stomach like this. Fuck out of here. You a grown man. Why is you on your stomach? Secondly, you run around playing with people's futures all the time. My man, get the fuck out of here, B. Get out of here. Let me tell you something. I know somebody who knows somebody who said they was going to try to give me an interview with Norbes, and I turned that down. Not that he would have did it. Not that he would have did it.
He might have. He does these weird interviews sometimes. But
the reason why I said I don't even want the opportunity is because this conversation is going to go real bad. It's going to go bad. Because I'm going to call him out on so much of his bullshit, and I think he's corny for that, my man. I think he's like, yo, and I don't even know the man, but he's done so much shit. Like, I hate when people abuse power. And the fact that these two guys are talking about a potential battle, how did that go into that?
Yeah, just turn into...
What made you feel you have to flex your muscle? And then to sit there and call that man out his name and all of that, what did he say that was so egregious you had to start calling him a clown and all this sort of silly shit? That's number one. Number two, let's be clear, and everybody knows this. The reason why Norbes wants all these guys to have to do the PGs is so he can make money off of them. He hates it when like a Loso or one of them gets a PG on the big stage. He hates that shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to put their name on the top of a PG flyer, charge people $30 fucking to come in. If you rap it, some of these guys got to pay to even get into to be able to rap a PG. Let's talk about that. Norbes, we gonna go this far? Matter of fact, I got a lot to say on that. I'm not even gonna go that far. There's no need. I will tell you this. If you are a battle rap fan and you think what I'm about to say is a lie, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. You don't even belong here. In terms of all the people on URL's roster right fucking now, especially anybody who Norbes allegedly found, because he goes, they pay him to go to other battle leagues. He goes, finds, takes one of their guys and runs with them. And it says he discovered them. The fuck out of here. A-Ward will beat at least 80% of URL's roster right fucking now. Nothing to talk about. Nothing to talk about. And anybody in the last two classes that's came up, you mean to tell me A-Ward not only has had better showings, but can't beat these guys?
The last few classes for sure. Look, I think A-Ward is great. You know, he's been battling for a long time. He used to do like they said, the spoken word stuff, and he's been around for a while. I've seen him once. I think that was the DNA battle. I think I had a DNA edging him. I don't remember. Honestly, I think that's the consensus, but he didn't disappoint me in that battle. And all the other battles I've seen him on cam, I've enjoyed, man. Franchise, this Geechee Gotti battle that I hope drops. That I don't know what's going on. The owner there was. Did you catch the beginning of my live or no? When
no.
I was talking about it. The owner. All right, this is what I don't like.
No, I saw. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I saw when you were saying that the owner.
I talked about it again. Yeah,
he was being real fucking unprofessional, man.
The owner?
Yeah, and then I agree with you when you say, like, your fan, you know what? This light that's on your league right now probably won't happen again. You better fucking jump on this opportunity.
Yeah, and we got a little bit of history.
You're not going to let nobody force him to put it out. Yo, fam, at the end of the day, you shouldn't. I understand what he's saying. It's just like you, dear me, you run a business. You're not going to have somebody coming in just telling you what you're going to do. I understand that. But people are demanding a battle you put together knowing what the demand was.
And another thing,
he
promised the battle to be out by a week ago. He said it'll be out last week. So
yeah, I remember seeing tweets from A-Ward and Geechee Gotti about it.
He never said that, then it wouldn't have been this big uproar, but it's because he said it.
More, it's like, man, how you mad because you created something that brought attention to your league? Wasn't that the point?
That's the point, right? That was my point. And, you know, Geechee's online trolling. He's really trolling it. I think
I didn't like that. When I saw that, too, I didn't like that.
He said that the camera got a virus, and he is kind of going hard. It's almost like they're setting up a part 2 between Geechee and A-Ward the way they're going at it. And you know, Geechee recycled in that battle, bro. He recycled in that 100%. I saw the bootleg. Me and that owner have a little bit of a history. He actually apologized to me, and I really respected that because I did the blog on the bootleg, and I understood his point, and then I made my point. And I think he understood my point, and he showed a lot of respect to me. He sent me a long message on Twitter, and he commented on my video apologizing for because you know he pretty much said who raised he was calling us out. Anybody who he was really being harsh on us. I thought it was more or less us putting light on that battle, and you know just no one's heard of that league, so it's like you know we've got more subscribers than you, and I don't have any subscribers, you know, so it's like I made my point.
Somebody's being pretty modest here. Well, go ahead.
3,000. But I made my point, and he understood it. But when I read these tweets, I feel like he didn't really understand it because it was like he's going back into what he was mad about with me, with whoever he was tweeting with over here. My thing is, Geechee recycled here. He said the Maury Povich DNA line, which I think he used at Traffic verbatim. He reused that line just like Twerk did. So that's a bad look for him. And he lost. Everyone who's seen it said he lost. But there's been a lot of intrigue about this battle, and I feel like I don't know why he's so mad because it's only benefiting that battle and his league. So you know, it's body bag. No, it's not. I said it was. It's bar fights.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And you know what? I said body bag battle league in my blog.
I was going to call you when you said it early. I was going to call you. Like,
he didn't correct me. He saw my blog and comments. He never corrected me that I kept saying body bag. So that's why I felt like I was saying it right. So maybe he missed it too. But
yeah, because body bag, if I'm not mistaken, that's
look who it is. Hi. Just in time. I got to go in like 7 minutes. But
is this the glistening ponytail?
Where do you come from? His mic probably works perfect because he's not recording.
Hey, my mic worked perfect last time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And it made a big difference, believe me. I'm glad you weren't in the Mook one because you know it's got 5,000 views now.
Yo, so
Right on time.
too, man.
Sorry to interrupt you guys.
No, you're good. I got a few more minutes before Ponce's waiting on me, but it's all good. We're just talking about 100K A Ward versus Geechee battle dropping. There's been some issues with the footage, I guess. He said it was going to drop. It hasn't dropped. And then he's upset that people are asking about it. Like, really upset about it, that people are asking about it. Calling us basically, like, vultures about it. Like, you know, I don't know why I think he should be happy he's getting the pub and that people actually care about a battle that's on his league.
Seriously.
Right?
You watched the bootleg, though, right, Damon?
I watched the bootleg. The problem with the bootleg is I blogged on the bootleg, and I was just telling him it was we had an interesting back and forth, me and the owner, and he apologized to me about the way he came at me, Piper Boy, and Vada for blogging on the bootleg because he called us three out. We're the three who blogged on it.
Yeah, listen, I didn't like that you blogged on the bootleg.
Yeah,
I didn't even watch your blog.
I know you don't like that, but I think it's cool. But I think because it's a small, like I said, I still think the small leagues, any pub you can get, you know, is good.
So if it wasn't for DME and the people that were talking about it, what kind of buzz would this fucking battle have? Because that's where the buzz came from.
He's mad that people are asking about when is it being released, which he should be loving the fact that people are asking about it because I like the problem with the bootleg is still bad audio, bad angle. I think part of the first round of Geechee's wasn't even on it. Like I said, I don't care. I'm a fan of battle rap. Just because I see a bootleg doesn't mean I'm not going to want to watch the finished product. Makes me want to watch it more. I don't want to get into the bootleg discussion. But
yes, me neither.
Yeah, the discussion here is why is he so upset? And we're talking about Norbes. Norbes doesn't think that A Ward should do he needs to do a PG. Would you want to see A Ward and Snake Eyes on URL? That because they were talking about it. Norbes shut it down quick, and he's been he was kind of being kind of disrespectful to A Ward.
Not kind of, DME. Don't water that shit.
All right. Well, Norbes unblocked me on Twitter, so maybe I'm going soft.
I honestly, I don't care to see A Ward on URL.
You don't?
Truth, no. For one, they have way too many Christian rappers already. They're just piling up. We got Loso just came in. We still got the Saga.
Is Loso really there though? Have we heard about Loso since Gnome? Is he there?
I mean,
I heard they were talking about another battle film, but I don't know.
This is the thing with Loso is that once he started making his appearance, we know the PG shit was bullshit. It was just PC shit. Like, they were going to throw him a name. He just had to go through this bullshit process. Because right after that, they got interviews with him doing predictions or whatever the hell on the channel.
Face off, right?
Yeah. He gets these invites for these, shit that he has nothing to do with. So he's obviously getting, they're taking him under his wing. And he has, like, these little exclusive drops on URL that, like, I haven't really checked them out, but I've seen them. I've seen them on the notifications and shit. So I know they're trying to be good with him to get him on board. I know that. They know talent when they see it. They're not turning their backs on this one.
But so you don't think they don't see A Ward's talent?
See, this is the thing with A Ward is that he's potentially up for the chain, right? So if he goes skip to my Lou over on this.
This is my issue with the chain, man. It's just it drives me crazy. I want A Ward to go for the chain, but then it's like, there's so many other battles that are off King of the Dot that I'd like to see him on. So it's a win-lose with me with this chain, man. Especially with Head Ice right now.
I don't think he really belongs there anyway.
But you still wouldn't mind. I still wouldn't mind. I think A Ward of all the Christian rappers doesn't focus that much on it. I think he does bring it up. I'm not gonna get crazy, but Loso does it a lot. And A Ward mixes it in, but I think I don't consider him. I think if it didn't highlight him being a Christian rapper, I wouldn't really consider his bars to be heavily focused on it.
He sprinkles it in, but it's light.
But not like a Loso does. Loso seems to be like we complained about show off battle. I hope he doesn't go that route. He did,
Listen. Hold on a second, man. In terms of the chain situation, we've spoken about this. You guys are well aware how I feel about this. A Ward should be last on that list in terms of who should be in front of him for that fucking chain. That's number one. But it's not a slight at A Ward. At the end of the day, A Ward and Loso are two guys I felt should have never did a fucking PG. Fuck out of here. You guys can survive off of that. You guys do not need. You can get. Let me tell you something. The bullpen isn't. Bullpen has been showing that they have a nice crop of guys there. Bullpen is a league that you can see in the next 2 or 3 years being bigger than what they are right now. And Loso right now is the face of that. Him and Bad News, one way or another, right? But I would say Loso is. You seeing Loso on the King of the Dot. You seeing him on an RBE. You know, what's Loso and A Ward, they can work the rest of the circuit without it having to be on URL. And that's what pisses me off about this shit. Yeah. Of course, it's not rocket science. Do people aspire to be on URL? Yes, but you do not need them to survive. Especially when you look at what Loso and A Ward bring to the table. Fuck out of here.
They bring it.
You do not have to do that, man.
They bring an outside demographic because they have a different kind of following. You know, there's stuff they do does go viral sometimes on Facebook with the Christian community. But
by the way, too, a B-Dot was another one I put in that. B-Dot didn't have to fucking do that. Like these guys are known everywhere else, man.
My thing is, how far off is Snake Eyez from the PG process? I'm a fan of Snake Eyez. I like him. I thought he did really good against Math Alpha.
I don't know. He might have had 2 or 3 PGs. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's not that far removed from there where it's like, all right, if that happened, then, you know, if it was a battle that they put on like a Born Legacy, say, I wouldn't be mad at that. You know, and I don't even think, here's my thing. This is what I like, he doesn't need to be on URL. That's fine. I don't think he need, there's so many battlers. I think URL, they need to go away from this exclusivity thing. Like,
exclusive bot.
Yeah, it's too much. Like, if you're gonna come over here, then you're only here. Like, all right. You know, why can't he just get the battle with Snake Eyez, battle on Born Legacy, and then maybe you'll see him, you know, 6 months, 8 months later on URL. You know, who cares? Like, why does it gotta be? Well, if you're coming here, then okay, you're here now, and that's it. Like, I get what they're trying to do, but I don't know if it's working really. Who's it, like since they started the whole we're gonna groom our own guys and who besides like Twerk maybe who's it really working with?
Well, my thing is, who the fuck are they really?
And look how Twerk's ended up. So it's like, go ahead.
Listen, because here's the thing. Again, they're getting these guys from other leagues, so they're not fucking discovering them. That's
right.
number one.
That's another fact. Yeah.
Number two, they are at this point allowing these guys to battle on whatever league they don't have an issue with. And I'll bring an example. Like JC and them was supposed to battle on the Trap. The Trap did an event in Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. And JC was on the card, and I think like 2 other guys who had something to do with URL. It was fine. The moment they found out that Gully and Organic were hosting it, they blocked the battles.
Is that right? I didn't
know. It's
a
fact. Okay. That is a fact. That is an absolute fact. So at the end of the day, it's like, okay, had King of the Dot had nothing to do with it, you was gonna let it go though, right? You know what I'm saying? So you let a NJT run around to a million, having a battle every fucking weekend in these little shits, diminishing his value. But that ain't a problem unless a RBE want to talk to him or King of the Dot want to talk to him. Then that's when it becomes a problem, right?
Yeah, we're like imagine if Twerk never did any of these little leagues and only battled on URL, but still had the same exact things happen on URL. The storyline would be a lot different. Yeah, we'd still be pissed off because of the Danny Meyer situation and the DNA situation, but the level of the anger is multiplied by the little leagues and the no shows and the recycling and all that. That just made it 100 times worse. So Twerk's in a way worse position because he was allowed to go do all these little battle leagues. And I don't understand it. And if your heart's not in it, like